Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your February 16th full snow moon reading. So welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we're going to dive into the collective energy of Aries and again take a look at what is going on around this full moon cycle for you. We'll take a look at what you'll be celebrating, what your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths are. We'll get messages from spirit for you along with how you have grown, and lastly action steps that you can take, Aries, to continue on your soul's journey. So just a friendly reminder, this is a general reading. Please do take what resonates, Aries, and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so diving in here, we have Be Humble showing up here. Be humble. We also have the energy of Leo, Aries, and Scorpio if you have any of those placements in your chart, or if you are working with a Leo, Aries, or Scorpio. So a lot of you around this full moon. So let me back up here, Aries. This moon is all about resetting your energy. It's about hitting that reset button, releasing any past hurts, any past pain or dramas that just do not serve you any longer. It's about a release, and a really big one at that, especially now that we have all of our planets going direct. We are finally up out of the haze, and there's more action going on in the collective here. Finally, forward movement. So this is about you staying humble within your energy. This is about you showing compassion and kindness, not just towards yourself, but to others, especially in difficult situations here. We have worked through your feelings. For some of you, there could be very important relationships, Aries, that show up for you around this full moon that is worth exploring. Okay, it's worth diving in and hitting that reset button, especially for the relationships in your life, Aries, that are most important to you. So you're working through your feelings. Now, this could be you talking to somebody very important to you. Maybe it is the person that is making these feelings coming up, or maybe it's talking to a third party to kind of help you analyze and overcome and work through any of the heavy emotions, because I am getting a release of some very heavy energies that you may have been holding. Next, we have release your blocks. Well, yeah, this is exactly it here. The full moon is about release. It's about letting go, shedding your old skin, so to speak, and seeing the higher picture and higher perspective. You can see here that he's standing in a meditative stance of balance, and that's what you want to bring into your life here, Aries, is more peace, more balance, more love, possibly in all of your relationships that are closest to you. This could be the relationships that you have with your children, with your friends, with your family, with your lover, with whoever this is in your life here. I feel like you're releasing the blocks because you're finally ready to move forward. So I really like this for you showing up. You're definitely getting rid of some heavy energy, heavy pain, but we're going to dive into your reading here and take a look at where your energy is currently at and what it is that you're celebrating, letting go of. So let's take a look here and see where your energy is currently at. 10 of Wands. Yes, this is the energy I was feeling. That's that heaviness, the burdens. So for a lot of you, this isn't necessarily a physical burden, but a mental burden or emotional burden that you've been carrying here, Aries, for quite some time. And I feel like they're giving me the straw that broke the camel's back. So there may have been a situation here, or maybe you just feel like you cannot take on any more mental stress or mental strain here. Therefore, it needs to be released, okay? Because you know emotionally, physically, spiritually that you can't quite hang on to anything else. And this is about you being humble with who you are and knowing that things need to shift. Things need to change here. But let's take a look at what you're celebrating in this full moon energy for you. Oh, I love it. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is great energy here for you because it's saying that there's a renewed sense of faith. There's an end of a hardship. And that's what this full moon energy is bringing you, Aries. And this is what you've been wanting. If you felt like you were kind of left out in the cold, or maybe you felt like there was financial or even health difficulties that you've had to work through, this could be relating to your money, or it could be related to your stability in your relationships as well, your personal and professional life, I feel, could have been affected here. Five of Pentacles is you working through a lot of change, a lot of transformations, especially that happened possibly in 2021, and that you were still kind of feeling the effects of that in January of 2022. But this month is, again, at that reset button. We had the Chinese New Year here at the beginning of the month, and that was the ultimate forward action here, the actual beginning of a new energy coming in here, a really huge shift for a lot of you. Okay, they want this one too here. Yeah, Magician. This is about you manifesting the life that you do want. The Magician is about you tapping into those resources, taking action, and believing in yourself, believing that whatever it is that you want to release, that you have the power to just put that down. It's not serving you any longer. I feel like you've gained the lessons here, Aries. You've learned, you've lived through it, and now it's time to move on and manifest the life that you want for yourself. So I do like this energy showing up here for you. Let's take a look here and see possibly what you'll be focusing on during this full moon cycle. So it looks like you will be focusing on, yes, I love it, releasing the emotional, spiritual, mental, physical heavy burdens that you've been carrying. But the energy I'm getting intuitively is the mental stress. It's the mental chatter. They're giving these, for some of you, it could be anxiety, depression. It could be that stress, that worry, even though this isn't necessarily the Nine of Swords energy. I'm just getting that a lot of you feel that heaviness, and you're finally feeling it being lifted off you, especially for those of you that have had maybe a little bit of neck, shoulder, back pressure or pain in the last few months. You've been carrying a lot. It's like you've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders here, Aries, and you're finally coming to the end of this difficult period. For some of you, you're feeling like it's a difficult era that you've been in here for quite some time, because you have a brand new beginning coming in. So what is it that you're going to be focusing on? A brand new perspective with this Hangman. You've done this for quite a while here. You've been waiting around in this 10 of Wands, carrying these heavy burdens and emotions here, Aries, for quite some time. And you're saying, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm finally ready to release. I feel like you have been ready to release, but things may have just been kept happening for you, kept going. Something would just start to clear up, and then boom, something else. And then you just start to focus on money or gaining some more money, and then maybe something would break down. Or you finally felt like you were getting some headway in a relationship in your life, and then boom, something happens maybe in a different relationship. But the Hanged Man energy is all about you seeing it from a brand new perspective here. So this is really good for you. I like to see that you're releasing this, you're working through your feelings at this time, and you're really releasing these blocks. Aries, this is really big for you. It's a long time coming is what Spirit is saying here. You've been waiting to release this energy here. Let's take a look and see what your fullest potential is during this cycle. What is your fullest potential, and how can you utilize it? Yes, healing important relationships in your life. And this could be even the relationship, Aries, that you have with yourself. The Two of Cups energy. It doesn't just have to be a romantic partnership, although it certainly can be. But this is about soulmate energy. And soulmate can be parents. Soulmate can be pets. It can be very important people coming into your life's energy here to teach you soul lessons that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. So I feel like the Two of Cups is a very important relationship in your life. But again, because you're working through the feelings, you're working through the blocks, you're able to open up to new love coming in here. New love in all shapes, sizes, and forms here, because you have a brand new energy. In the past, you may have wanted to start new, keep trying to redo things in different areas of your life, and it didn't work. And now I feel like there's a brand new beginning here. Endings bring new beginnings. And, I think I got a sneeze coming on here. Excuse me, Aries. I do apologize. But you have a brand new beginning showing up here for you. And the reason why is because you're going through a transformation. And that's the energy we picked up on the very beginning. And this transformation is coming from within you. This is a decision that you are making on a subconscious level here, well, on a higher self level is what I'm really getting. Your soul is ready for this change and transformation, because at times you've wanted to give up. You've wanted to completely just give up and move forward, but you weren't quite sure how. Some of you didn't even want to move forward. You just, what they're showing me is somebody I don't want to use the word collapse because I don't feel like it's a collapse, but it's just where you're tired at the end of the day and it's like you collapse into the couch or into a chair and you just don't want to move. That's how I feel your soul was starting to feel here, is you just wanted to just kind of collapse into a comfy, safe spot and just not move. But your soul is finally gaining that energy again to move forward and heal a piece of yourself that's kind of been in limbo or stuck mode for quite a while. But you have this beautiful new beginning showing up here with the Fool, and it's been, again, long time coming. Some of you are going to receive some sort of news that is going to help you move forward. Some of you have been patiently waiting for a message or communication. Now, this can be regarding a job. Perhaps you've been waiting for news of new money coming in here, or you've been waiting to hear from a person, a very important person on your soul's path at this time. But this is what you'll be focusing on, is transformation and new beginnings here, because you're going to have communication that's going to come in and kind of get that ball rolling for you here. So I love this. All right, Aries, let's take a look here and see. Actually, let's get a message from Spirit. Spirit, what do you want Aries to know this month regarding their soul's journey? Some of you may have lost loved ones as well, or you may have been very, very sick, and somebody may have come really close to the edge, is what they're telling me here, whether that was you or somebody in your life, a very important person here. But this all happened for a higher purpose, and I feel like you're seeing that for what it was now. And it's, again, it was almost like your body shutting down, your body saying, I needed that rest. Maybe it was for you or a very important person in your life here. But we have the universe saying trust. Trust that everything here happened for a specific reason for your soul. You knew about this prior and you're strong enough to live it and go through it. And now it's time for you to really reach in. They're giving me, they're showing me the lion. So the Leo strength energy here. And it says, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So trust that Spirit has a bigger plan than sometimes that we have for ourselves here, Aries. So there's a lot of really positive energy I see coming in, especially after this transformation. You're finally able to spread your wings a little bit more, but trust that something is going to work out, even if you're wondering why it didn't in the past. They're giving me 4 of Cups energy, brand new opportunities showing up here for you. So let's see what else Spirit has for you. I'm also hearing thank you. Thank you for maybe you've just done some work for somebody or you just helped somebody out. I'm hearing a thank you for your actions. Maybe you stayed humble in a situation and somebody is thanking you for staying humble. But we do have choices showing up here. So I feel like you will be presented with a few choices around this full moon energy. Do you want to stay in your comfort zone of where you've been, which may maybe it feels comfortable, but maybe it feels painful. And maybe you're hanging on to the emotions here regarding a situation. Or do you want to make the choice to release these blocks? And I feel like that's what you're doing here, Aries. It says, when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. Yes. So because of these inner changes that you are making here internally, it's going to affect your external world. And that's what I've been saying here. And the whole time is these are internal shifts, mental burdens that you've been carrying for quite some time. Some of you maybe caregivers, or you've had to take care of other people, or you've always put other people ahead of you. Now you're looking at it and saying, you know what, it's time to take care of me because my body can no longer go in a certain direction that it once did. Or maybe you're emotionally just drained and ready to take care of yourself is what I'm hearing for quite a lot of you here. So let's take a look and get the last message here from Spirit. Intuitive nudges. You're definitely getting those around this full moon. So do pay attention to your dreams. They're telling me that actually some of you may be dreaming of your guides, maybe even your ancestors. You may be dreaming of people that you feel like you haven't seen. They're showing me elders. They're actually showing me a guide who has a huge head. Is it head sheet? It's like I feel like a chief energy, but they're wearing a huge feathers, a lot of feathers. It could be maybe you have native connections here, or native ancestors here, or maybe you've seen this. You may be dreaming about that. But it says here, intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and our divine spirit. So do stay tuned here, Aries, during, especially around the full moon, but try to stay open as much as you can here, because your ancestors, your guides, spirit, universe wants to try to connect with you on how to help you move forward. Some of you may be working on healing past trauma, whether it's childhood trauma or just healing from the energies of the world the last few years. It's been hectic, but your soul chose to come into this lifetime to learn strong, valuable lessons. So pat yourself on the back for the hard work that you have been doing all the way up until now, that you will continue to do along your soul's journey. Now let's take a look here. And let's see what your untapped spiritual gifts are. Let's see what your gifts are at this time. The world, yes, endings bringing new beginnings. Your gift at this time is, you know, something is coming to an end. You've completed a cycle here, Aries, and this is really beautiful because this is saying that you've learned the lessons. You felt stuck in the past. You've had setbacks in the past here. But this energy is saying now your untapped spiritual gift is you're actually tapping into that higher self. And you know on a soul level that you've completed a lesson. And it's finally time to hit that reset button and move forward on your journey with that Fool energy showing up here for you. Let's take a look and see what your greatest strength is at this time, Aries. What is your greatest strength? All right. King of Wands. This is beautiful. Okay. They're giving me a name. Hold on one moment, please. Oh, that's very beautiful. Now, this could be a name of maybe somebody's spirit guide. Maybe it's the name of somebody's ancestor, or maybe it's your name, but they're giving me Anastasia. Anastasia. So if that is your name, it's not going to resonate with everyone. Please take it as it does. But the King of Wands is an absolute beautiful energy to have as your strength, Aries. This is you. This is your energy of marching to the beat of your own drum here. This is entrepreneur energy, or possibly taking a leader position in a career. Or this is, you know, we're clarifying here your greatest strength. So I feel you are that natural leader. You want to move forward. You want to take the lead here. Some of you are very adventurous, want to travel the world. Some of you are very warm. Some of you are very huge motivational, either speakers or influencers. Now, this could be influencers to the community. This could be an influencer in your own family, but you're changing dynamics here, Aries, and this is really strong. Coming from Spirit is the words that you speak and the actions that you take, other people are noticing at this time. And Spirit is really proud of you for stepping into your authenticity here. The King of Wands is somebody who is very passionate about what he does and the direction he goes. This is your greatest strength. So when you are feeling low, Aries, or you're feeling like it's hard to overcome any of the past or any of the emotions that sometimes tend to overtake you, it's saying here that your natural energy is to resort back to who you are. March to the beat of your own drum. Follow your true soul's path here. So really powerful energy. Thank you, Spirit. What they're telling me is some of you haven't even tapped in to the power that you have within. Okay, so this is something that some of you may be working on in the next few years, especially, is tuning into that power that you hold here, marching to the beat of your own drum, taking the lead, taking the action in your life. Some of you, you are doing some traveling around this time as well, or you may be planning a trip is what I'm getting for some of you. They're giving me an F. So either you may be traveling to a place, maybe Fiji, maybe Florida. I'm not sure. Maybe you come from a place that starts with an F, like Finland. I'm not sure here. Take it as it resonates, or it could be somebody's name as well. They're actually giving me Fernando. That could be a name here. So again, please take that as it resonates, but this is powerful. If any of the cards that are really jumping out to me, your greatest strength is the one that's really being highlighted. So again, Aries, you have a lot of power. Just tune into that here. So now let's take a look and see what energy you need to keep this momentum going, because it looks like you're definitely moving into a positive new direction. If you felt like a heavy cloud has been following you, Aries, for quite some time, or you've been just waiting and waiting and waiting, standing in limbo, waiting for messages or communication or for something to start again, you're finally going to see that happening around this full moon, even towards the end of February. But March is going to be a really powerful month for you as well. But how can you do that? Listen to your intuition. We have the High Priestess showing up. So the energy that you need to keep going is take moments of silence. Take moments of solitude to really tune into that authentic you. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to the dreams that we spoke of earlier. Now, this is not just the dreams that you dream when you're sleeping. This is your daydreams as well. And actually take the action behind the daydreams and move forward, because Spirit's helping you plant those seeds to move forward in a really positive new direction. I love this energy for you here, Aries, because I feel like you're finally aligning to the synchronicities. You're finally aligning to your higher self here. If you were not trusting in the past here, or if things were revealed to you, you're going to have a clear sense of clarity on how to move forward in the direction, what to do, what you need to do so. And you're going to see that things are starting to take shape. So I love this. All right, let's take a look and see how you have grown during this cycle. How have you grown during this full moon cycle here? So this is the new moon. Oh yes, energy, communication, action. So this could be the new moon showing up at the beginning of February to the full moon cycle. But for a lot of you, this is going to continue. So even though this is how you've grown, the Eight of Wands is about speed. It's about velocity. It's about possibly travel, relocation, or movement. You can see here that she's taken off. She may not know where she's going exactly, but she's taking off, and she knows that the Spirit has her back. She's trusting that the universe has her back here. Now, this is news. Excuse me, Aries, this is news that comes in and really changes the course of your direction. And I feel like this is you. You are the one that was the catalyst that got this going. You are the one that finally said, enough is enough. I'm ready to move in a new direction here. I feel like Spirit is divinely guiding you at this time. However, you are the one that's hanging on, okay? You are the one that has the control, whether you want to step outside of your comfort zone or if you want to let the universe guide you, which is kind of what's happening here. You can see her holding on to all those umbrellas. Again, not knowing where she's going to go, but knowing that she can't stay where she was any longer. And this is what's going on with you. This is how you've grown during the cycle. They want me to do one more card for the energy of how you've grown. Oh, actually, I understand why they wanted one more card, because one did flip. Yes, Knight of Wands. This is you. You're ready to jump through these hoops. Okay, you're ready to take off. You're ready to take action. The Nine of Wands energy is really wonderful because this is saying that you're taking rapid, passionate action. How? Why? Because you're that King of Wands energy. Remember here, you have that creative spark. You are feeling the passion in your life finally, after maybe a time, Aries, of not feeling that passion or feeling a little bit of a lack of, or left out in the cold, maybe due to the health issues we spoke of earlier, or financial difficulties, or maybe always taking care of everybody else. This is about you chasing your dreams, Aries. The time for you is now. This is your time to shine. This is about you feeling spontaneous, adventurous, enthusiastic, finally moving forward in a new direction here. So I really love this. You've definitely grown because you're releasing the heavy burdens that you've carried for quite some time. And you've been doing the inner work with the Five of Pentacles here. And you're ready to manifest a new future because you are seeing things in a different perspective. So the powerful reading here for you. Let's take a look here and see what action steps, Aries, that you can take to help you achieve your desired outcome, and how we can help you continue to grow. What action steps can we help you take here? Eight of Pentacles, mastering your craft. Continue putting in the work. Continue putting in the effort here. The Eight of Pentacles is a beautiful card talking about longevity. This is about mastering a skill. whatever it is that you are putting your hard work, energy, effort, attention, and focus into is really going to bring in a lot of success, a lot of abundance. Whether this is a very important relationship in your life, maybe it's a passion project with that King of Wands energy, because the wands are all about inspiration, willpower, creativity, passion, but it's also about trusting in that spiritual force behind you. And you are that fire. You are that wands energy. So even though this is the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you are very successful learning new things at this time. It could be art, it could be design, it could be education, it could be music. But for a lot of you, it's about continuing to work on yourself, continuing to work on the important relationships in your life, and continuing to put passion in everything you do here. So these are steps that you can take to continue moving forward on your soul's journey here. We're going to get a couple of cards from the Angel Therapy Oracle here on what the angels can assist and help you do to become, I don't want to say a better version of yourself here, but a more authentic version of yourself. So it says to ask the angels. If you want help in a certain area here, don't be afraid to reach out to Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, but they do request that you ask them for help. If you get nervous, focus on service. This is servicing not just other people here, but focusing on yourself, self-care here. It says put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? Some of you are doing something at this time, whether again, it's a side hustle, a passion project, or you may be going towards a career that you are making the world a better place than when you came. So I want you to remember what I said earlier regarding you chose to come into this lifetime at a very difficult time on earth here. And this is about you making the world a better place. And focus, it says on the law of attraction, it will automatically take care of your needs. So what you think about, you bring about. And you have the law of attraction card showing up smack dab right in the beginning of your reading here, right in the central location here. So be careful. I don't want to say be careful what you wish for, but if you have your intention set and your energy high, you're in manifestation zone here quite strongly. So the steps that you can take to continue growing here, continue staying positive and continue asking yourself, how can I make the world a better place because I'm in it? Heart chakra. This is about compassion. It's about love. It's about this very first card that came out here, being humble. Okay, it talks about the answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving. And you did get the choice card showing up here. So Spirit is saying and presenting you with a few different choices. Some of you, this could be a move. Some of you, this is a relationship. Some of you, this is a job. Some of you, this could be health, breaking patterns, breaking habits, breaking addictions, breaking toxic thinking. Whatever this is here for you, Aries, you have a choice. And Spirit wants you to know that whatever choice you have, you'll make for your highest good at this time here. But if you make it from the heart here, that will help you move in the right direction. So be open to equal give and take, receiving Spirit's help as well. So I really like this. Keep your heart open to new opportunities and new love showing up, however that presents itself here, Aries. Let's get one more card on how you can continue growing on your journey. And then we'll wind it down with the wisdom of the Oracle. So we have Archangel Raphael, and I mentioned him earlier here. Him, her, they're androgynous. I think I said that right. The healing angel is with you supporting your healing work. So some of you are natural healers here. Maybe you're trying to do something on the side that is healing, especially because you're leaving the world a better place than you found it here. So if you are doing healing work, whether this is external for other people, or maybe you're doing some inner healing at this time here, Aries, very powerful. Even if you haven't necessarily called in Archangel Raphael, he wants to help here on the journey. So call him in if you are on that healing path. And then lastly, oh, I love this. We have release. Release. In the very beginning here, your card was release your blocks. So Aries, you are moving through a lot of deep, powerful emotions and energy at this time. It says, work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. So both of those angels I mentioned earlier, Raphael and Michael, are both showing up here. Oh, and the imagery is just beautiful. I love when angel imagery comes in because the wingspan take the entire room, it's just an overwhelming, emotional, beautiful, I can't even describe it, energy. And a lot of you have been calling in your angels or calling into the higher realms to come help you at this time. So you're going through a lot of transformational shifts here, Aries, but you're going to be so much happier than you felt here, even in the last 3 years is what I'm sensing. So there's a card I feel like is flipped. Yep. We have chop wood. Chop wood is showing up for you. This is about getting down to work. This is about you you making sure all your ducks are in a row because you're finally moving forward here. So I really like this. This is about getting to the nitty gritty. It's time to get things done. It's time to work. So I'm going to read to you the message showing up for that card. Very interesting here. Chop wood, it kind of aligns with the energy coming in. And also 4 and 2, when you add that up, that is the card of the Lovers, card 6. And that is about making a choice that has to do with your heart. So again, you have choices and you have heart chakra. So there's going to be some choices that you'll make, but trust that your heart knows your soul's journey and your soul's path here. So let's just take a look here. So chop wood is about being grounded in everyday experiences. It talks about humility. So it says there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which bring you ever closer to what you seek. Really powerful message here. I feel like that is Spirit's way of clarifying pretty much everything we just spoke of here. But we did get, you releasing the attachments, and that's could be what you're carrying here, attachments to a specific outcome. This is saying step back, you're doing the healing work, and don't be so focused on the end goal, but take care of the mundane tasks, as the card says, so you get a new perspective. And that's what you're doing here with the Hanged Man energy. You're chopping wood and you're seeing things from a brand new perspective, which will help you co-create and manifest whatever it is that you want here to happen in your life. So really powerful energy here, Aries. A really beautiful reading. This full moon, utilize the energy of this here because this is your time to really shine, but I feel like it's more of a time for releasing. Okay, so once you release these blocks, once you work through the feelings that maybe you've been accumulating over a lifetime here, and it's not saying that overnight you're going to wake up, all these feelings are going to be gone, you're going to be great, it's a whole new version of you, but I do feel like you're shedding a lot of old wounds, which will in turn feel like baby steps, but you will feel like you're making the progress because you absolutely are. And with that, you're allowing new opportunities to manifest, and you're keeping your heart open, which is going to be very important around this full moon. So that is what I have for you, Aries. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Do like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to connecting next week. Lots of love, Aries.